Hello world, this is episode 2 of Juicing with God. I'm your host, Lou Bell. And well, for the past 25 days now, I've been juicing nothing but fresh vegetables and fruits. And drinking water, mixing in some coconut water. I'm almost halfway through my first reboot. And a reboot is almost like a detoxification of your body. But it's the term that Joe Cross uses. And if you want to know information about it, go to rebootwithjoe.com. You can talk with Stacy Kennedy, several wellness coaches on there. There's lots of great tips and information. And if you're looking for information, I would go there because I am not an expert. I am learning this day by day. I'm just somebody that's sharing my personal story with you. So, rebootwithjoe.com. Now, many people will say that this juicing thing is unhealthy. You can't live on juice alone. Well, for the past 25 days, I've been living on nothing but juice. Now, am I going to be doing this for the rest of my life? Absolutely not. After I get through day 60, juicing is still going to be a big part of my day. But after 60 days, I'm going to slowly start introducing either seeds, grains, whole fruits and vegetables, and nuts, and at some point, maybe some clean organic meats that are lean, like chicken, seafood. But that's a long way down the road, and one thing I'm not going to be using is easy made, processed. I have a great kitchen. I love to cook, so I'm going to be using it, and I'm going to make healthy, delicious meals. Now, while I've been juicing, I've been walking daily. Yes, daily. When I was 430 pounds, it was hard to walk. Now I'm walking about 4 miles a day, a couple times every day, 2 miles in the morning and 2 miles in the evening. And my pace is getting better, stronger, and I feel better. And that's just by being on juice. Now I've also met several people who say you can't juice, you can't work out and juice. Well, I've met several people who run while juicing, and they find ways to add things to help with their oxygenation, and helps give them a little bit more energy. A great website you can go to is runningforjuice.com. It's run by my really good buddy Shane Whaley, and also his partner is Angela Von Buell, who have both juiced successfully and lost a combined weight of over 160 pounds. Their site's awesome, and I highly recommend if you're wanting to exercise, wanting to continue to work out. That's a great website that will give you lots of tips on what to do while you're on there. A new contributor to that website is Brian Robinson. He's also over 165 pounds juicing. He's now a runner. He's going to be writing articles for the site. So there's a lot of great information there. And I just need to give it a shout out to Shane and Angela because they're awesome people and they've helped me out tremendously. Now, before I started this juicing, this reboot, let me tell you a little bit about what I ate. I lived on Hamburger Helper with sausage, maybe brats, maybe a steak or two. And a lot of that stuff I was adding, like Hamburger Helper or rice with broccoli and cheese, was all processed. Had so many ingredients that I had no idea what it was, and it was very unhealthy. But on top of that, I would mix it all together, and I would add tons of cheese, tons of cottage cheese. Oh, don't forget the ranch dressing. I had to have ranch dressing, and it was just very unhealthy, and I would eat 4 or 5 times a day. Not to mention, you throw in the chips, the snacks, all the sweets I had. Then, if I could afford it, there was pizzas. Love my pizza. Didn't matter if it was a frozen pizza through in the oven or I ordered it. Pizza was a big part of my life. The more meats and cheeses and processed bread was awesome. I love bread. I love pasta. I loved everything that was just not good for me, and that was man-made, and it was very with white and rich flour, just very man-made stuff and very poisonous to my body. Now, it might not have been so bad if I was active and exercising and running, but I was doing nothing. I was a couch potato. The more I ate, the more I was sitting in my recliner in front of the TV, and I was getting unhealthy, and I was months, maybe years from having a heart attack and dying. Earlier this year, I was diagnosed with an enlarged heart. That is now getting better. I was just very unhappy, and I was addicted to food. There are a lot of people who are addicted to alcohol, drugs. My addiction was food. Oh, not to mention pop. I loved some Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, Coke, whatever it was, I downed it. And I ate lots of it. Another awesome meal that I used to make that was very nasty for me was biscuits and gravy. Get a bunch of fried eggs on there, load it up with more cheese. My plates were always heaping full, and every meal, not to mention the snacks, like I said, I ate was killing me. Absolutely killing me. Well, I was totally addicted to sugar, unhealthy stuff. If I had vegetables, it was out of a can, which was more processed. And then I throw a lot of fake butter, margarine in there. If it was green beans, throw the bacon grease in there. And just make it even more unhealthy for you. I did nothing to help myself feel better. All I did was actually make myself feel worse. Many people felt that they cannot change because it might be too hard. Well, I did. I flipped a switch in my head, and I hope I can help somebody here. Give them the tools that Joe Cross gave me, called juicing at Reboot. I want to give somebody these tools and help them change their lives. It's saved my life, and I've met several other people who have saved their lives. If you don't believe me, get on Facebook, look me up. There's several friends of mine that I met when I was in camp. There's people that's lost over 200 pounds. There's people that have lost over 100 pounds. Watch the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. You'll see Joe Cross and Phil Staples, two success stories there. There are several pages out there. We just need to make this nationally known, because you can't take your life back. You can't change your outlook on life. You have to mentally prepare your head to be able to do this. And it took me 35 and a half years to figure this out. But I'm doing it day by day. That's all you got to look at it. Look at this day by day. And the fruits and the vegetables, they'll give you a whole new aspect on life. Because you're going to be eating what God put on this earth to be eating the most of. America eats 75% processed foods, fast foods, hamburgers. Okay? They eat maybe 10% junk food, snacks, candies, and they have just a very little percentage of vegetables. Well, let's make the vegetables 80 to 90% of what we eat, and cut back the unhealthy stuff to maybe 5%, and get out. Start walking. Walking is the best exercise you can do. I'm proving it. I'm getting out there. I'm walking every day, and I feel great. Yeah, I'm having a sinus problem right now. I've dealt with sinus issues my whole life, but it hasn't kept me from doing stuff. Don't hold yourself back. Don't tell you can't do it, because guess what? I know you can. I know you will. If you need anything, look me up on Facebook, Lou Bell. You can email me at powwowbum23@yahoo.com. I am here to help support anybody, because I want to pass these tools on, and I want people to save their lives. I hope you guys have a blessed week. I might have a little commercial coming out in the next few days with Gracie, my beautiful dog, who is unhappy about the new diet.